Hello, Augusta. We are so excited to have you back with us with the Signature Mike Show. Catch me here every Saturday night at 7:30 or catch me on my YouTube channel, Signature Mike.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
It's hard to know where to start when shopping for home or kitchen appliances, but you can count on Kelly Appliance for exceptional value and dedicated customer service. Family owned and operated since 1962, their friendly and knowledgeable staff will see you through the entire process, from selecting the right product to experienced delivery and installation. It's no wonder that Kelly Appliance is consistently awarded for their service and expertise. Visit Kelly Appliance at one of their 2 convenient locations in Martinez and Aiken.
I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
My Bougie on a Budget making antique mirror went pretty viral, so obviously you guys liked it. So I have been running around my house trying to find things that I could mirror spray up, because I've only ever done the flat mirror before. So I have a couple of really fun ideas for Bougie on a Budget tonight. So I want to make some candle holders, and I found these little globes. It looks like a little fish bowl, but you could do this with little shorter round ones, that aren't so round, maybe just cylindrical, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But anything that's clear glass, you can do that with. So again, we're going to start with some white vinegar. So you want to do equal parts of the white vinegar and water, put it in a spray bottle. This is not Windex. This is the mix. So we just want to give just a little bit of spray inside. Not much, I just did 2 little squirts in there, so there we go. I'm gonna take my mirror spray, my looking glass mirror spray. I hope I don't choke my crew out here today, spraying all of this. And so you wanna keep it back a little bit and just give it a little spray here and there. If you put too much, it's gonna run. So you just wanna kind of mist it. You can kind of see it's reacting with the vinegar spray. We might, I didn't do this the last time, but we might want to add a little gold just to give it a little more dimension. It's more, mercury glass is kind of gold and silver. So that's all we have to do. That's all I've done. Again, keep it simple. Don't get it really wet with paint or the spray. So I made one already that's dry. Look how cool this is. Really, really cool. Let's put a candle in here and I'll show you how this will come to life. Just lovely. In a dark room, it's just gonna glow through, and it makes that clean, clear glass container a lot more interesting. You have really good texture and it looks antiqued. So that's great. I'm not done yet. I have found these glass, what they are Christmas ornaments, but I'm not going to use them as Christmas ornaments. You certainly could. They're just a clear plastic, and you easily take the top off. So I have this clear plastic. So what we want to do again, we want to spray just a little bit. Now, I've made a few of these, and I'm going to tell you, this was a little difficult, and I'll show you why. I assume it's because it's plastic and not glass. So we're going to spray inside. You want to get real close and just give it some spray with the silver. And you want to kind of rotate it and let it go, and you're almost marbleizing this. It's a little different than the other mirror we've done. And again, because it's plastic, it's reacting just a little differently. You're going to have to rotate it, have a little patience, wait for it. Add a little gold in there. Do a couple of sprays in there, because I've already got it a little wet in there, but I had to let these dry for about 30 minutes, so you need a little patience to do that. And then I'll tell you what I did as they were drying. I sprayed on the outside of them, and that seemed to help a little bit because this stayed pretty wet, and you can see it's doing a little reaction, but not enough. But if we sit these out and I did inside, and then I set them up and I spray painted just again little mists. You don't want solid bursts of color of the silver or the gold, but we end up with a really cool antique aged look. So let me show you a fun way on your dining room table what you can do. I have some moss here, and I'm going to cut it to fit in a really nice tray. I like this type of moss. It's not as messy. It's a little messy, but it's not as messy as the kind that you pull apart. It's on this sheet. So I've just cut to fit inside my platter here. I'm going to take these antique balls. Now I did a couple of sizes. Now again, these were Christmas ornaments, so you could put the top back in, you could hang them on your Christmas tree, or you could sit them around. You've seen those glass balls that they sell them for, I don't know, $12 or $15 a piece. I think I bought one bucket of these for 10 bucks. So anyway, a really great bougie on a budget. You want to mix up your sizes. You want to keep the tops where that topper goes in on the bottom so you can't see that it is a Christmas ornament. Again, this is a bougie on a budget, so we really want to make do with what we have. Let me find another small possibly. But wouldn't this be lovely on your table? Now it's a little festive, it could be holiday, but you could do this. Maybe add a color with your silver, maybe add some pink or purple if you're doing a themed party. But this would look really lovely on a table. I love mixing my metals all year long on my dining room table, but this is super, super fun. A lot of texture, a lot of dimension. But take a look around your house, look for your clear glass, and see if you can't mirror it up a little bit and give your clear glass some wow. I'm going to share with you some images from the home of Tracy and Becky Phillips in Thompson, Georgia. This is a two-part question. Becky had a couple of dilemmas. One was her bathroom ottoman. She wants to replace it, and she wanted to know if she should keep it rectangular, if she should keep it leather, what she should do with the ottoman. I recommend, Tracy, that you go with the round ottoman because this looks like a somewhat high traffic area. It looks like you have maybe a toilet, you have the tub, probably a closet, that you're going to be walking around in this space every day. You want something round so that you don't catch the corner. I'm sure you've had a problem walking around. I would recommend a round rug under it as well. As far as what fabric you want to use for the ottoman, you could do leather again, but you could certainly use a performance fabric that's going to be easy to clean. So that's totally up to you. I see something maybe a little bold. Maybe start with your rug first. You're going to have a little more hard time finding a rug that you're going to love, round rug in that space. So I think we've addressed that. You have issues in your living room. We all do, right? You want to know if you should do window treatments. You want to know if you should rearrange the furniture. And should you replace the recliner? So what we have here, you have a whole bank of windows, and I absolutely think you should dress those in some fashion. I would keep it simple though. I would consider adding a drapery panel to the far left and the far right, and framing your view that you have there. I wouldn't do anything heavy at all, but just frame what you have there. Find a fabric that works with everything else in the room. You don't want to change everything out all of the time. You wanted to ask if your furniture placement was good. You always want to direct your sofa, your main seating, toward your fireplace. Your fireplace is the focal point, so I think you have your sectional positioned exactly perfect. You have a heavy recliner. I might recommend replacing that, maybe with a swivel chair. So your swivel could be toward the grouping of your sectional, or you could direct it toward the fireplace. You may have an open kitchen dining space that you might want to direct it to. So swivels are always key in a situation like this. And the bookshelves, maybe pull some of the, I know you didn't ask me this, but I'm going to go a little further. Your bookshelves, you have maybe a little too many shelves. You want to pull some of those shelves out and put fewer but larger pieces in your bookshelf. Make a bigger statement on that wall because again, that is your focal wall. So there you have it. I hope it was some help. If you have a design dilemma, send me an email, send me some pictures, and let's talk about it.
Hi, Suzanne Lilly Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors and More. We truly appreciate the opportunities we've had to work in so many homes over the years, and now we want to invite you to our showroom to discover why we are the company that friends recommend. Our quality products, knowledgeable staff, and the tremendous skill set of our technicians is what has made Hardwood Floors & More the most trusted locally owned business for over 30 years. Hardwood Floors & More, so much more in store for you.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
There's something special about mornings at Emma's Breakfast Cafe, where days begin with a smile, fresh brewed coffee, and breakfast that'll make you feel right at home. Try our famous Bulldog Breakfast, classic biscuits and gravy, or treat yourself to our unforgettable French toast. Come see us Monday through Saturday from 7 to 1 on Main Street in beautiful Thompson, Georgia. Emma's Breakfast Cafe, where breakfast is more than a meal, it's a moment.
I love designing multi-use rooms. So many of the new construction homes these days have these big open plans with big volume ceilings, large spaces, and a lot of times you need to do more than just maybe what the room was intended for. Consider what your lifestyle is, how many people are living in the home, how you like to entertain. Consider all of these different functions when you're dealing with a large space. This particular project that I worked on behind me is a multifunction living, media room, game room. It does quite a lot of stuff. So my clients needed an area where they could sit and lounge in a living room space. They also wanted a media room. They wanted a movie room, but they didn't want a designated movie room. So with the click of a button, we can close the draperies. That's really, really awesome because it will darken the room. We have the black outlining on the drapery. You hit another button and a projector screen comes down, the projector comes on, you're in a movie room. We have the speakers installed properly, so when you're watching Jurassic Park, you think the dinosaur is right behind you. But again, just with a click of a button. So we have a living room, we have a media room. We have another area where this client can play card games, they can work a puzzle, the kids can come and do their homework and be part of the activity. There's just so much that can happen in this room. When you're dealing with a large open plan in a large room, consider the possibilities. Make a list of everything you want the room to do and place your furniture accordingly and just have a lot of fun with it.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years I've been talking to you about our floors, but did you know we are now the largest locally owned lighting gallery in town? We have interior and exterior lights and ceiling fans also, so we can help you with any lighting project. We carry all brands to include Savoy House and Visual Comfort, and we are so excited we are now your local Capital Lighting dealer. So visit us today and discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
Great communication, honest, fair pricing. You want that trust when you meet somebody that they're going to take care of your best interests.
It looked like a parade through here for a while. Cars stopping, people asking questions. Very courteous, very professional. It was the best experience we had out of everything we've been going through in the remodeling.
And that's why we're different.
At Reliable Equipment Rental, we rent the good stuff. From compact lawn and garden equipment, large earth-moving equipment, to Takeuchi compact equipment known for its brute strength and bulletproof durability. Whether you're a professional contractor or a weekend do-it-yourselfer, we have the equipment to get your job done. And in the CSRA, you can only get the good stuff at Reliable Equipment Rental, your trusted Takeuchi dealer. Sales, parts, and service, 4001 Washington Road.
I know there are a lot of great restaurants to choose when you're deciding where to go for dinner, but it is worth the drive to go to Thompson, Georgia and go to Bordeaux Steak and Seafood. Tonight I have Mark Herbert with me. He's the owner of Bordeaux Steak and Seafood. Thank you for joining us, Mark.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
I love the drive out to Thompson. It's a nice drive on an evening, on a weekend, to drive out there and to be presented with a fabulous menu and greeted by amazing hosts and staff. Just love Bordeaux. Tell me why you got into the restaurant business, because we know you're a builder, that you build a lot of homes in the area, and you have an event center out there as well. Why a restaurant? Why Bordeaux Steak and Seafood?
Well, Michael, we thought that would be a good place, instead of having a community center in the neighborhood, have a restaurant with a big meeting room to where people could come up, sit at the bar and have a cocktail or eat dinner. And we even have a TV in it now so people can watch the games while they're sitting at the bar.
Fantastic. That's one thing I like to do. I admit I like to, if I have a reservation at 7, I'll show up at 6:15 or 6:30 and I'll go to the bar and sit. It's nice to get acquainted in the space. I mean, sometimes you go to a restaurant, you're seated right away, and I like an experience when I dine. And Bordeaux Steak and Seafood offers that experience because you can sit there and have a drink, talk to people, meet some new friends, and then be seated at your table to an amazing menu. So you have an amazing chef.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, just really great. And a great bartender, too, because I do like the drinks. But how often does the menu change?
We have some different nightly specials. We try and change the menu with the seasons is what we do.
Okay, great. Fantastic.
So it's getting time to make a few changes on it now.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, we're getting into the fall. I was lucky enough to be the designer of the space, so I was able to help make some selections and do some artwork and all of that. So I have to say the ambiance is pretty good. So again, it's all about an experience. We can go to many restaurants and you sit down. It might be good food, but maybe you're on top of somebody or it's just not good decor. But I feel like Bordeaux Steak and Seafood has it all. It's all about the experience. People go there and they talk about it. I'll share it on social media, and people will go and they'll say, "Oh, I had a great time. It was fantastic." And whether they understand the whole process or not, it's the experience that really means something. Your staff is very attentive. Again, the bartender was great, and the service staff is great. The kitchen is kind of open. Explain that concept a little bit with all of that.
Well, we wanted everybody to see how their food's being prepared, and it keeps the kitchen staff on their P's and Q's so they know people are watching them.
That's funny. That's great. Yes. And so there's the main dining room, and then you also have more of a private dining room up front.
We do.
What is that used for?
That holds about 55 to 60 people. It's for small events, rehearsal dinners. I think we have quite a few pharmacy events that come to it, a lot of training sessions with different companies. So it's a well-used room.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so if you have a meeting and you want a dinner involved with that, so that's a great space. Let's see, tell us how to get to Bordeaux Steak and Seafood.
It's pretty simple. Go up I-20 towards Atlanta, get off at exit 172, and then take a left, go back over the bridge over I-20, and it's the first street to the right. It's right in between two service stations, so just turn there. That's Bordeaux Drive, and we're down about a quarter mile on the left.
Down on the left, yeah. What are your hours?
They're open Tuesday to Saturday from 4 to, I think, about 9:30, somewhere in there.
Okay, fantastic. Well, you all make that reservation and get out to Bordeaux Steak and Seafood. You will be thanking me.
Welcome to Bordeaux Steak and Seafood in Thompson, Georgia, where casual dining meets Southern charm, and every meal feels like a special occasion. Our mouth-watering steaks, fresh seafood, and handcrafted cocktails set the stage for unforgettable moments. Whether it's date night, a family celebration, or just because, Bordeaux offers the perfect mix of comfort and class. Come see us tonight. You're always welcome at our table.
Welcome to Second City Distillery. We are handcrafted one bottle at a time in the heart of Augusta, Georgia. Come visit us and discover the art of distillation like never before. Our spirits are curated, ensuring every bottle tells a story of passion and dedication. From our smooth, award-winning bourbon to our crisp and refreshing vodka, we offer a diverse range of flavors that capture the essence of our passion. Join us for a tasting or a tour and experience the spirit of Augusta with Second City Distillery. Cheers.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years we've been talking about our flooring and lighting gallery, but did you know we are also your one-stop shop for wallpaper? Today more than ever, wallpaper is the most popular home design element by combining both color and texture. So Hardwood Floors & More has you covered from floor to ceiling. And don't forget, we offer interest-free financing throughout our showroom and a military discount. Discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
I have a fabulous guest with me tonight, Amy Brightman from Golden Harvest Food Bank. Amy, thank you for being here with us tonight. I am really excited to learn more about Golden Harvest Food Bank. I've heard a lot about it. I've been to one event, which was really super, but you guys do so much community outreach and do so many things in the Augusta, Georgia area. So tell us about Golden Harvest, how it started, maybe your affiliation with it as well.
Sure. Well, we've been around since 1982. So started by our founder, Mike Furman, a small organization feeding those in downtown Augusta, and we now serve 11,000 square miles, 24 counties, so South Carolina and Georgia.
Wow.
We are responsible for hunger relief in all of those counties as part of the Feeding America network. So last year we moved 14 million meals out into our community.
Wow, and see, that's something I didn't know. I assumed Golden Harvest Food Bank was a place, a pantry that people would go and eat, but you obviously spread.
We support 350 pantries across our
Oh my goodness, that is amazing. That's fantastic. And I went to a fundraiser you had. What kind of fundraisers do you have throughout the year?
So Spooky to be Hungry is our signature fundraiser that the community is involved with, and that typically is people going door to door and collecting food and funds. It's been going on for 32 years.
Okay.
Kind of a household name, but this year it really got pivoted to Hurricane Relief Fund because there was just so many people in need and will continue to be in need of food resources over the next month.
Yes, during the terrible hurricane we had here, I heard a lot about Golden Harvest Food Bank. Tell me some of the things you guys did because it was such an important necessity.
Sure. Well, initially, we were really paralyzed, for lack of a better word, because our staff was also impacted. We had many that lost their own homes and could not get to work. So we were really leaned into the Feeding America network of other food banks. So I serve on the board of directors of Feeding Georgia and Feeding the Carolinas, and so asked for help from Feeding America, and they sent disaster relief teams on the ground. And other food banks sent trucks, food, disaster boxes, personnel to help us to run the food bank. And in the first month, we moved more food twice the amount of food than we normally do, even with all of the challenges that we had. But there was just such desperate need. As we know, we didn't have water in a lot of our counties. Some of our counties still don't have electricity. There's just a lot of need out there. So we really ramped up and did everything we could to serve our neighbors.
Right. Yeah, so that was such an important time during the hurricane. You guys really, because you were dealing with your own personal issues, and then you had to come and service people even more so than you do on a daily basis.
Right. We were doing triage disaster response drops in all of our counties alongside, because a lot of our pantries were damaged as well. Before the hurricane, we had 1 in 4 children in our service area that were struggling with food insecurity, 1 in 7 individuals. And so we know that number is probably doubled, really, considering that most people could not afford a $400 blow to their budget. And we know that most people have incurred much more than that with tree removal, homes being lost, cars being damaged, and all of that. So we definitely stepped up along with the Feeding America Network and our partners that were able to operate and collaborated with a lot of organizations across the CSRA and in through South Carolina, because it's, as I said, it's a 24 county. So we weren't just servicing Augusta, we were servicing all of these communities across the region that were really struggling.
Well, your dedication has got to be applauded. That's amazing. Tell us how a layman, how they can get involved. Is it financial? Is it volunteer? How can people get involved?
Both. We rely heavily on volunteers. So about 1,500 volunteers a month participate with us either at the Master's Table Soup Kitchen or packing backpacks and senior boxes at our main facility in Augusta and our facilities in Aiken, South Carolina. So we really rely heavily on volunteers. You know, the 60 staff members that we employ cannot do all this heavy lifting. And then we've got hundreds of folks out in the community that are running pantries and homeless shelters and Salvation Army and Boys and Girls Club and all of those organizations that receive the food that we procure and truck out to them. So volunteering is a really great way to get involved, and then also financially. So $1 can create 3 meals for people in our communities because of our purchasing power and our relationships with all the retailers, farmers across the country. So we really encourage people to donate and to volunteer.
Okay, and how can they reach you? You have a website, obviously.
We do, goldenharvest.org, and it's really easy. You can go in there and click on volunteer to volunteer. And also people that are needing resources can click on find help, and there's a list of by zip code of all the pantries within their area where they can receive resources.
Okay, great. Anything in the future that you're building on that you're doing? Any new ideas?
Well, we just completed about $10.3 million worth of renovations and construction at our campus, which actually in Augusta, which we would not have been able to respond to this disaster without those resources. So just finished that huge capital campaign and have great new facilities to welcome our volunteers in to come alongside of us. So that was really a big project that we were not anticipating would be part of the response to a hurricane. Quite frankly, we really thought that would be upping our produce distribution, which it will eventually. But right now, we're just really looking at recovery. We know this is a really long road for people. We're just starting to see, people are just starting to feel the bills that are coming behind the storm. And so we're just really going to need some support in the long term.
Wow. Well, it must be so fulfilling. I think, as a volunteer, it has to give you some sense of reward that you're helping those in need.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. So check out Golden Harvest Food Bank. It's very important in our community. Amy, thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Discover the Bordeaux Event Center, where elegance meets charm and forever memories are made. Whether you're saying I do, hosting a banquet, or celebrating life's big moments, the Bordeaux Event Center is more than a venue. It's an experience. Nestled in the picturesque woods of Thompson, Georgia, the Bordeaux Event Center features bridal and groom suites, a caterer's kitchen, and a state-of-the-art audiovisual system. Schedule your tour today at the Bordeaux Event Center, where moments become memories. Ever wonder what truly makes a house a home? It's all the thoughtful touches, all the little details that bring personality and character to any space. At Signature Interiors and Gifts, we believe that your home should be as unique as you are. Our collection is a treasure trove of inspiration, just waiting for you to explore. Our team would be honored to help you create a home that's not just lived in, but truly loved. Signature Interiors and Gifts, where every corner of your home tells your story.
Hey folks, do you need some more wow? Catch me here every Saturday night at 7:30 or catch me on my YouTube channel, Signature Mike.